person to see her. Police say that he is cooperating with the investigation.
We got the numbers first, and Georgia gas marketers are posting prices today that are as cheap as they've been since the state started keeping records more than 10 years ago. But Channel 2 consumer investigator Jim Strickland found regulators and gas companies are scrambling to explain a new federal report. It paints Atlanta as a haven for natural gas gouging.
I got a copy of the marketers' latest prices even before the state put them on the web. They say that natural gas in Atlanta is as cheap as it's been since the year 2000. But this federal report, full of numbers, has one number that has the gas marketers and regulators on edge.
They're saying that the prices in the Atlanta metro area are 37% higher than the national average.
Public Service Commissioner Stan Wise is summoning the marketers next week to explain the numbers and to sound off on whether Georgia's deregulated system is working.
And I believe that we're going to hear from the marketers that, in fact, that it is working and that the numbers, for whatever reason, aren't as accurate as we believe that they should be.
We have a 6-month fixed rate of 63 cents per therm.
Fireside Natural Gas let us listen in as customers signed up for plans cheaper than ever in the companies for years. They're baffled by the Fed's numbers.
We're not sure where those rates came from. They certainly didn't come from us, and so we have no idea really where those rates came from.
Ditto from Atlanta Gaslight.
We were surprised and a little confused because it doesn't match any of the records that we have.
Just hours before news time, I got through to the federal agency responsible for the report. They say they used a representative sample of bills from the Atlanta area and that Atlanta is consistently expensive.
I paid about a little over $1.
Variable rate payers like Sue Landry may skew the numbers higher. She could lock in at 60 cents with only one phone call.
I guess I'm surprised that locking in and going variable would be that significant a difference. 40% is huge.
The feds told me they're confident in their numbers. Gas marketers will meet with state regulators next week to make their case that these numbers are wrong and that natural gas, even in Atlanta, is still a bargain. Reporting in Cobb County, Eckworth, Jim Strickland, Channel 2 Action News.
We have more details on natural gas rates. We did some digging and found Metro Atlantans have paid more than the national average for the last 5 years. That's according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. You can see the trend held consistent since at least 2006, with prices really going up in August 2008. In November of last year, Atlantans were paying 28% more than the rest of the nation.
Atlanta police tell us an employee of
free, and he got me $150,000.
Now that much I can't guarantee, but it's free to call me. One call, that's all.
When severe weather threatens, count on Severe Weather Team 2.
The chairman of the Public Service Commission spoke only to Channel 2 Action News about federal government claims Atlantans pay too much for natural gas compared to the rest of the country. Channel 2 consumer investigator Jim Strickland reports Georgia's top regulator is making demands.
We're in the phone room at Fireside Natural Gas in Marietta. This marketer and others across the state have just filed their new prices for January 2012. That's why everyone is so confused about this federal report that says Atlantans are actually paying 37% more than the average U.S. city for natural gas. The chairman of the Public Service Commission, Stan Wise, wants answers, and he wants them from the marketers.
They need to find who's responsible for the report and find out what the methodology is and where they got their facts and figures.
In fact, my research shows prices just quoted for January for fixed rates are as cheap as they've been since the state started keeping records in the year 2000. Gas customer Sue Landry is planning to start shopping for a new fixed rate, but she'd like to hear what the marketers have to say about the federal report.
I think it's very reasonable for them to ask them to explain themselves. If they are running 40% higher than the market, yes, we deserve an explanation.
Coming up on Channel 2 Action News at 6, why gas marketers are doing a slow burn over this report and what Atlanta Gaslight has to say. Plus, we'll try to find out how the feds came up with these numbers in the first place. It's all coming up on Channel 2 Action News at 6. Reporting in Cobb County, Marietta, Jim Strickland, Channel 2 Action News.
And we have